And I think we're live. So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the new members presentation of the Blockchain Game Alliance. We're super stoked to be here today. Today, we are joined by our new members, David and Charles, Tal Friedman, and of course, Marcus from Bondex. So, super excited to be here, guys, today. So, to kick things off, we have some new members showcasing their products, games where we advocate blockchain gaming. So, just to give you a bit of a background now. David is actually a partner at Raccoon Ventures, and um, Charles is the head of product from Game Early. Tal Friedman is the leader in the Israeli gaming industry, and of course, Marcos is focused on business development. So, welcome, guys. Just to kick things off, we're gonna be starting with David. But before that, welcome to the Blockchain Game Alliance. So, super happy to have you here, guys, today.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
having us.
All
Thanks,
right,
thanks.
awesome. So to kick things off, we're gonna start off with David and partner at Raccoon Ventures. Can you please tell us? Of course, we already know your name. Tell us more about Raccoon Ventures and about and what you do.
Sure. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm very excited to present Raccoon Ventures and one of the main activities that we will driving this quarter. So my name is David, and Raccoon Ventures basically does three things. Number one, we're preparing an investment DAO, so for early stage investment opportunities, particularly with the consumer angle and a strong focus on Web3 games. Then we're also advising Web3 startups across the board in different verticals in the areas of tokenomics, fundraising, listing, and strategic partnerships. And lastly, we're running acceleration programs. And this is going to be the topic of my quick presentation today. So yeah, if you want me to start with a quick presentation, please let me know, Clifford.
Sure. Go on right ahead.
Okay, cool. Thanks. So today I'm going to talk about our third pillar and the main activity of this quarter of Raccoon Ventures. We're going to do a acceleration program for Web3 game studios together with a company called Marblex. Marblex is a 100% subsidiary of Netmarble. And for those who do not know Netmarble is one of the biggest, if not the biggest Korean game publisher. So they have been around for a long time and have also a lot of activities in the space. And Marblex is basically the Web3 arm of the Netmarble universe. And so they will be co-hosting a Web3 game acceleration program with us, starting basically as of today. So we're going to accept applications by March 10. I'm going to talk a little bit about the program. So basically, the goal of the program is to fast track the development and launch of hyper casual and mid-core games. So we're focusing on that area. It doesn't have to be AAA games. It can be also AA games in the Web3 game space on Marblex. So Marblex is also developing a game platform for Web3, which is at the forefront of this program as well. The benefits of this program are that there is a 1 million USD prize package for up to 10 top games. We will give a lot of marketing and community support for the winners. And obviously also there will be additional investment opportunities. So potentially a publishing offer up to 1 million USD. And we definitely will open up the entire network of partners, investors, and our ecosystem and communities. So Marblex alone has over 24 million users. And so these are real users, not bots. And so definitely for Web3 game studios, this is a fantastic opportunity. The user base is very global. And also this can be seen as some sort of a door, a bridge towards the Asian market. So I guess that this is definitely for Web3 game studios a good opportunity to tackle user acquisition on a global scale. And who are we addressing? So if you are a project that's building a Web3 game, you are a builder, This time, this acceleration program is, so to say, for the last mile, meaning that you are ideally ready to launch. You have an MVP, or potentially you're very close to CBT, close beta launch, and you're also open to launch on Marblex. I will not speak about the details of Marblex game platform today, but I think that the prerequisite for this will be very minimal, and also we will guide Web3 studios throughout the entire program how to do it. And as I said initially, that we're looking for games that are hyper casual to mid core, so not too heavy, and so therefore rather like also from mini games to MMOs or RPG games is definitely within the scope of this acceleration program. And it's going to be a 4-week, very intensive technical and also, I would say, marketing related support, as well as potentially you need a little bit of last brush when it comes to tokenomics. We will actually help you do that. And also, if there's anything with regards to the smart contracts or anything related to going live on Marblex, we will give support on a remote basis. So that means the only thing that you have to do is to be remotely present in those 4 weeks. And then finally, we will basically have a showcase or some sort of a demo day. We call it a fun festival during Token 2049 on April 29th. So this is also a great opportunity to meet potential investors and additional experts and I would say other developers in gaming communities during that event. So we will also do that on top of not only the existing community that we have, but also BGA will be a community partner. And so we're very excited not to have BGA, but also Immutable as a sponsor. And obviously we were open to additional sponsorships, but if you're ready to apply, please feel free to send me a Telegram message. I will share the Telegram ID at the end of this presentation in 2 minutes. So basically, we're here in the early stages of the process. So we're accepting applications February to early March. Then basically the program will be between mid-March to mid-April. And then, as I said, April 29th, we will have the FunFest as a demo day and networking event during Token 2049 in Dubai. And there was potentially more after that. So ideally, you are the winner and you are being published by Moblex. And so there will be more support after this event. So yeah, that's basically it. As I mentioned, Dracoon Ventures, we're investing, we're advising, and we're running these acceleration programs. We're very strongly focused on the consumer sector and gaming opportunities in Web3. So we remain bullish on this space and want to basically do everything that we can have, that we have through our network to support Web3 game studios to be successful here. And as I mentioned, this is our co-host, Marblex, 100% subsidiary of Netmobile, belonging to the biggest mobile game publisher in Korea. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me on Telegram. So my ID, my Telegram handle is David Kendo. Thank you. That's pretty much it. Everything that I wanted to talk about today is set. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, David. Just one question though. If for those people actually watching right now who's interested in joining Marblex, are there any specific steps they need to take or websites they need to visit? That'll be helpful as well.
I would basically say it's there will be a let's say a requirement that we will define throughout the program, and the program will also be there so that we will make sure that everything is clear. It's not necessary to launch the game from the get-go on Marblex within the acceleration program. After that, we're obviously require that. But throughout the program, we will definitely guide you. And the website is marblex.io. But basically, on right now, I would say we can have a separate direct discussion between me and also my partner Uni, and then ask any of your questions that is open.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you very much. And they would just need to reach out to you at David Kendall on Telegram. Is that correct?
Correct, and then I will immediately send the blurb. There is actually also a website, but I think for now, for this presentation purpose, it's okay if you just reach out to me on Telegram, and then I will share the blurb as well as the deck, as well as the link.
Okay, awesome. So to you folks, if you're interested in reaching out for the program, I'm gonna be sending the link here.
Yes,
Please
correct.
reach out to David Kendall on Telegram if you're interested in joining. Then again, thank you very much, David, for your presentation. All right, awesome.
Thank you.
Next up, we have a project manager with over 8 years in the gaming industry. Everyone, let us welcome Charles from Game Early. Well, welcome to the Blockchain Game Alliance.
Yeah, thank you very much. So today I'm really excited to introduce you to Game Early. It's our project we've been working over the past year. Um, Over the last month, we had the pleasure to meet with most of you during the NFT Paris, thanks to BGA. So thank you to you guys. So first of all, I would like to introduce you to our vision and what we're building at Game Early to empower great game creators and their community. So at Game Early, our vision is to bring players and developers closer together to foster game creation. We believe in reshaping how games are created, how they are funded, and how they are engaged with. Um, Also, we want to build a shorter ecosystem that directly connects players and developers. So our mission is to give marketing community tools to empower creators, also to foster a thriving community-driven ecosystem in the gaming industry. We enable studio to leverage social engagement, crowdfunding, marketing, and game dev tools to drive their success. So all within a single community and collaborative ecosystem, which is called Gamerly. To achieve this vision, we have structured Gamerly around 4 core pillars that are supporting creators. The first pillar that is the most complete is the social engagement. We're here to grow, engage, and keep your community active on your project. To do so, we've created an interactive social layer where your player can be engaged meaningfully through votes and creative mission. The most interesting part is that we developed a tool within this core pillar that is social quests. So we are almost live on most socials, allowing project to boost, engage for free on almost all social networks such as Discord, Telegram, and I think before the end of the month we will also add TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. We also have already added Steam that reinforce the connection between players
Charles,
and
sorry,
developers.
sorry to cut
Yeah.
you off. Just a quick question: are you sharing your screen right now, or
Oh no, I'm not. But I could actually, if you want. Let me show you my screen if you want. Oh, okay. Can you see my screen now? If you want my presentation, but it's not written anyway, so
Yes, awesome. Thank you very much. Perfect.
okay, maybe it will help. Okay. So yeah, as I was mentioning, we already had the social quests with most of social networks. We also added Steam, and the next step will be to work on the Web3 part that will allow traditional gaming platform to mix with the Web3 as well. The second pillar is the crowdfunding. So we called it Guardians, which is a main feature for us. Through them, we wish to empower creators with a transparent and tailor-made and EU-regulated crowdfunding model. that will allow players to directly support game developers. So for that, we're aiming at launching Guardians. So it's a crowdfunding features that allow community to support directly the developers. We are working towards IMF regulation and IFP accreditation to ensure our users that we are actually secure and regulated framework. We also aim to provide them by a sustainable way of funding their game by bypassing traditional publisher system and also providing a way for them to market their game in a second way. The second pillar will be what we call the early markets. So with early markets, we aim at creating a tool that is high-powered to give them insight and reports to express the full potential of their project. So with this feature, we wanted to have a data-driven insight for studio, helping them to refine their go-to-markets and outreach strategies depending on the information that they gave when they added their project to Ganoly. Our objective here is to help creator to choose the best social network, to maybe find the best streamers for their project, to reach the right audience at the right time, and also to give them maybe insight on the competitors, on even the price, having a pricing comparison, or maybe an estimation on revenues that they can generate through their games. Our last pillar is what we call the early play. So for early play, we aim to integrate Gamerly directly to games. Our vision is to include a cloud gaming solution to provide the streamline testing, making also it frictionless for players and developers to test games, to promote games without any installations. So with all those features, last but not least, our DNA is encrypted by community. So our product development philosophy is to work really closely, I would say, with user, players, and game developers to improve and bring more utility to Gamerly day after day, as it is aligned with our vision. We are creating a project leverage, which is basically a grant program based on our own token, which is called Indie, to support game development that will be further added to our ecosystem. So I will say that we are actively growing our ecosystem, and we would love to connect with more studio, more projects, new partners to help us to shape the future of our community-driven ecosystem to have a better industry. And I think that's it. If you want to reach us, you can directly come to app.gamerly.com. It's free to use. You can engage and grow your community basically by all means. And we will happy to see your project grow. Stay united to create.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Charles. Just a quick question on your side. The games there, it says here that you can discover some new exciting games and some hidden gems. How is it exactly that you find these games? Do they list on your platform, or do you find the games yourselves, or are games free to apply in Game Early to be listed on your platform?
That's basically linked to our go-to-market strategy. We go all the ways. The first is we directly contact studios and game projects to let them know that we exist and they can use our platform to engage our community. And if they want to go further with us, then we can present them all the features that we want to develop. We also are connected to some publishers at the moment, and we are speaking with them to add all their back catalogs to Game Early. But the most interesting part for them is for projects that are not announced yet, and that they would like to use again the social features, and might also be interested to have more marketing insights on the market that they are aiming. And last but not least, also is lots of projects are coming by themselves thanks to our communication on all socials. The gaming industry is a really small word. Everything goes by mouth. I mean, you can speak about all the projects that you're looking at, and that's the way we are also intending to get more projects on Gamerly.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I couldn't agree more. Word marketing is actually the most effective. If you haven't heard of this game, you got to check it out. Community building is still number one of the best ways to onboard people into Web3. So I agree 100%. So if you guys, for you watching right now, if you want to check out Game Early, it's free to join. I've put the link in the description. So it's now highlighted on the screen. Please go out and check gameearly.com if you want to check more about their platform. I think it's a great platform personally. I'm also going to be checking it out personally as well in a sec. But then again, thank you, Charles, for uh, teaching us what game really is. All right. So on to the next. We have Marcos from Bondex. He is focused on business and development strategy, revolutionizing hiring through decentralized incentives, and he holds a degree in energy engineering and has a strong background in business. With over a year at Bondex, he combines technical expertise and with strategic growth initiatives, focusing on expanding Bondex ecosystem and driving adoption within the space. So, welcome, Marcos. Can you tell us more about yourself and about what you do at Bondex?
Yeah, hello everyone. Thanks for being here today. Big thanks to BGA for giving us a chance to showcase what we're building at Bondex. As you said, my name is Marcos. I love building partnerships within different projects, and I'm very excited about the future of hiring. That's why I joined Bondex over a year ago, and I've been passionate about the way talent and opportunities come together in Web3. So Bondex started as a decentralized alternative to LinkedIn, giving professionals more ownership over data and opportunities. But as we built the platform, we realized there was another big challenge, and that is that recruitment is broken, especially in Web3. I'm sure many of you have been through the hiring process and know exactly how it feels to go over and over again endless AI generate resumes and unqualified applications. Unfortunately, the job market is flooded with noise, and even the best talent often get lost in the shuffle. All this that I just mentioned leads to wasted time. The longer you spend searching for the right talent, is the less time your business has to generate revenue. When traditional tools like LinkedIn for hiring fails, maybe the best, like the top talent you're trying to hire, gets hired by your competence. It's all about a scarcity of resources, right? So top talent is limited, and that's why speed is crucial. Another important thing when hiring, for sure, is trust and transparency. And today's remote work, it's even harder to build genuine relations with candidates and within the company. But of course, don't worry, there's always a better way. At Bondex, we solve these challenges by leveraging Web3 technology and using a decentralized hiring model. This decentralized hiring model is based on a bounty referral system. With over 5 million Web3 professionals, companies can get instant access to our private talent pool. Now, with such vast pool of talent, we understand that trust is key when making the right decision about hiring. And that's why we went a step further and released the Bondex ID. Now, Eh, Imagine hiring with complete peace of mind. We know how hard that can be, and that's why Bondex ID was created. It allows us to verify every single user using over 100 data points, which includes fully KYC, right? So at the end, we want companies to have a trustworthy history to rely on, knowing that every candidate has been pre-vetted. Now, on the other side of things, for users, getting started with the Bondex ID is very simple. You can import your LinkedIn account or upload your CV, right? But what truly sets up Bondex apart is a verification and reputation system. You can link your Web2 socials as well as your Web3 contributions, such as NFTs, bringing trust back to the internet, right? So we're not asking users to change any kind of behaviors. We're just simply aggregating the place users already hang out within the internet and providing a social credit score, right? So the good thing is that users decide what to verify and what not. We believe at Bondex that it is time for internet users to take control over the future and start building our own reputation. Now, I would like to step into the platform. First of all, here's the jobs portal. As I was saying, we have every role with its own bounty. As I said before, there's some filters on the left side that'll help you narrow down your search. Um, cool feature for users that are seeking new opportunities is the recommended job sections. Here you will get job fit rating based on your CV. Uh, Plus, users can just apply through the portal or refer the job to somebody by just generating a link. Now, let me show you what a company's view looks like. For example, product manager role at Claros. I'm showing this one because we can see the full cycle because they hire through Bondex. One of the best things about Bondex is that we can integrate pretty much with any ATS in the market. And if the company is not using an ATS, they can still use the Bondex dashboard as a way to track their candidates. For those of you who are not familiar with ATS, it stands for Applicant Tracking System. Some examples will be Greenhouse or Lever, right? So the way it works, every candidate goes through an in-house AI filtering that provides a rating out of 5 stars, right? You can dive into the detail report that the AI made just to understand why that rating was given. You have all the information about the candidate, some links to the socials, salary expectation, email address, some custom questions that companies can ask these candidates, even their CV. Also, who's the recruiter, right? We're speaking about trust and transparency. We know who's the recruiter and his background. Okay, there's also some information about the recruiter. Plus, on top of this, the Bondex Talent Operations team makes a quality insurance check. That means that they check that every candidate is legit and they even conduct interviews if needed. As I was saying, with just one click, you can move candidates around the whole platform, having a complete dashboard with the different stages for the hiring processes. Going back to the slides, here are some happy customers. Important fact: 99% of the companies are that's our client retention is up to 97%, which shows the level of trust and satisfactions our clients has on the platform. We are partnered with a lot of big companies, which includes Binance, Solana, Chainlink, and many more. Also in the gaming industry, Goonzilla, Citify, the Ready Games, Animoca brands. There is many more that are part of the ecosystem, but we want to make an even bigger impact into the Web3 space, and that's one of the reasons why we joined the BGA. Now, to sum up things a bit, Bondex isn't just another hiring tool or traditional recruitment platform. It is a complete ecosystem, right? It's designed to solve the biggest challenge in Web3 hiring. With access to over 5 million Web3 professionals, we go step further to provide quality and transparency, right? By verifying every user with the Bondex ID. Now, by posting a job in the platform, you will activate a network of over 90 freelance recruiters that will help reach talent worldwide. Plus, the best part was say for the last, there is only pay on success. So that's it. Again, I'm Marcos. Thanks for taking the time to listening to me and listening talking about how Bondex is trying to fix the Web3 hiring. Feel free to drop me a message anytime.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Marcus, for that beautiful presentation. Yeah, and I agree. Hiring, for example, people can sometimes be a headache, especially if there are a lot of applicants and you cannot verify the record. So I think trust is the number one importance here. So I just have one quick question about your platform. Can anyone join Bondex as a freelancer? For example, for the viewers who are actually watching right now, can they go on Bondex, sign up and make an account themselves to be in the app itself, or are there any specific things that they need to do first?
No, it is completely free. Anyone can join Bondex. If you're a recruiter, you can join and start referring candidates, and you'll earn the whole bounty, right? So if a candidate set up a 10K bounty and you're able to refer a candidate and that this candidate gets hired, you'll earn the whole bounty. Also, if you're a user seeking new opportunities, as I saw in the platform, you can create a profile completely for free and just start looking for opportunities.
Awesome. Thank you very much. All right, folks, for you watching out there, if you want to check out Bondix app and their recruiting platform, be sure to check out Bondix that app. It's free to use, as Marco said. So, of course, with their bounty, I think it's very enticing. And for recruiters as well, if you want to lessen your headaches, be sure to check out Bondix. With that being said, thank you so much, Marcos, for showing us what Bondix can do. All right. So we've saved, as per one comment here, we've saved the best for the last from Jonathan Schindler. So Tal Friedman is a leader in the Israeli gaming industry with a proven track record in scaling top tier games to global success as VP product of Slotomania and general manager at House of Fun. He played a key role in driving Playtika's flagship titles to mass growth. With that being said, everyone, let us welcome Tal Friedman from how do you pronounce this? UNKJD. So you
Yes,
may have the floor.
uncaged. Yes. So thank you very much for the intro. I will share my presentation. And yes, let me tell you a little bit about me and Uncaged. So basically, we're a gaming company, and we're building the next 100 million gamers ecosystem, which I will tell you a little bit about today. So first of all, the founding team brings on solid experience in game development. As you've mentioned, we were in the leading team of Playtika, which is a global company today, one of the leading companies for mobile games development. But on top of it, we also have a very strong background in blockchain. And we've gathered a strong team of more than 30 people from really the best companies out there to actually create the next thing in gaming and Web3 gaming. We're also backed by some of the best VCs in the industry, including the leading VC of Griffin Gaming Partners and some other very strong names. Basically, as a team, we've been following the success of mobile games for the last decade and more. And we saw that when you look at very massive successes, they all do what is called mashups, which is, for example, what we did back at the days in Playtika. We took the mechanism of slot machines and kind of meshed it up with the idea of free-to-play back at the time, 12 or 13 years ago, to create Slotomania, which was a huge success. Playtika today had more than $15 billion revenues from all its games, but we were not the only ones. And later, of course, many other big games came along and did similar things, including, by the way, Supercell, which I think is one of the best mobile gaming company in the world, which is doing it again and again with older games. And essentially what we are starting with is defining a new category for mobile games, which we call SOBA. It's actually kind of sport online meets battle arena. And the idea around it is that we take all the fun and the competition and everything around casual sports simulation. Specifically, we started with soccer or football. And we actually try to bring that in a very casualized way, integrating into it all the strength and depth of RPG and MOBA, using all these amazing amount of characters. Each one of them, of course, brings its own characteristics and special skills into the game. And on top of it, we work with unique brands such as Puma, AC Milan, Paulo Dybala from Roma, and we integrate them as a seasonal characters or whatever it is into the game. So this is in a high level what we're doing with our first game. Let me show you this short trailer of this game, because we're very close to full launch of the game. As you can see, the game is kind of a FIFA meets Brawl Star game. You have all these characters which you need to unlock and upgrade. You choose your best characters, you line up your team, and then you go and play competing against other players. There is that leaderboard of tournaments where you need to win rewards. And in a minute, I'll explain how it all connects to Web3. And as I said, we're already partnering with Puma and some other very strong brands. Our games, by the way, are going to be on the App Store and Google Play, available for any player, not necessarily Web3 players, and of course free to play for everyone. Next, we're gonna, of course, introduce new mobile games with other sports. And the way we're gonna do that is because we're not just developing a game, we're developing actually an engine for games. And we just believe that we need to create our own successful game first in order to establish a good platform. But we already based this game on top of this engine, where we allow our product people and game designer to actually design modes, design the game, change all the economy, change everything without needing to code all the time. And code goes to new features and adding more features and contents into this platform, which will support any game that we will later want to do. So basically, imagine this is just our first game, and very soon after, we're going to introduce a few other games. Why is this relevant? Because it's taking me to our approach around Web3. So basically, we believe that there is not a big enough audience for Web3. And if we want Web3 to succeed, Web3 gaming, we need to enlarge it, and we need to create more and more audiences for that, We also believe that the distance from Web 2 to Web 3 is very low. It's just about how should we convert players. So our system is built in a way that you can play the game as a Web 2 player without even knowing about the Web 3 aspect of it. And if you think about it, just like in soccer or football in the real world, anyone can play it in the neighborhood or at school or with his friends. But then there's also a very big business around soccer and football, which allows for professional players, teams, leagues, and a lot of broadcasting and stuff. And of course, it's lots of billions of dollars of industry that goes around it. This is how we see the same thing about our platform and games. So if you play the game as a Web 2 player, you will enjoy everything around it. You can play it forever as a Web 2 player, but at one point, you will be revealing that there is another layer to it and you can extend your play. So what can you do to extend it? Once you go to our website, web platform, you actually can have new exclusive items that you can either purchase or trade and get them. You cannot get them within the mobile game. This is the only way to get those assets. But once you get them, you can play with them within the game. And of course, you can upgrade them, get them better, and then trade them, which is the most interesting thing about creating value for your time and efforts in the game. And if you ask, so how can I purchase or get these? We also have this universal game currency, which we call MBS. This is our cryptocurrency. You can earn this, by the way, by playing tournaments within the Web2 game. And when you earn an in-game currency, you can go out to this web store and then convert them into this universal game currency. And using this currency, you can buy everything exclusive, get discounts for the in-game bundles, and a lot more around this. Of course, staking it and a lot of other utilities for Web3. So basically, this year we are actually expanding from being a one game to becoming an ecosystem. As I said, it's gonna be related to mobile, but not only. We're gonna come up with a few very big announcement around partnerships and a lot of other things we are doing. And I guess I should say you should follow us, stay tuned, and of course we're launching the game soon. So just keep in touch.
Yes, awesome. That was very educational. I have learned a lot from that presentation, and I agree that was actually mind blowing. At least personally, in my opinion, combining different categories does create successful games, as you've shown from Supercell's base building and strategy has created like billions and dollars of them. So yeah, pretty nifty. We have one question from a comment here. I don't know if you can answer this. Here we go. So this one comes from Emperador NFT. He says, "Hi, how are you? Regarding the UNKJD project, how will the game's economy be based so that it is stable, and what functions do you have for burning tokens within the game?"
It's a great question, and that's in the core of what we're doing. So basically, first of all, we believe that games economy must be sustainable, and the way to do it is to understand not everyone can earn from just playing. It's a competitive game where you need to win in order to get it. So the game will have tournaments within the game where you are met with, let's say, 50 or 100 other players, where you compete against them for a duration of, let's say, 48 hours. At the end of this time, the winners take an in-game currency called gems, which they can either, as a Web2 player, use them within the game to unlock new characters, skins, and buy stuff within the game. Or if they want, they can go out to the web application and turn them into this currency where they can do the same in our web store or trade it or do whatever. On the other side, of course, to create utility for this coin, as I said, we are creating exclusive opportunities for the gamers to use that currency, so that if you imagine it as a special program for VIPs in a game, which we used to do a lot in Playtika, and all the big games have that, so that you give them some kind of discounts and exclusive features and stuff. That's exactly what's going to happen once you possess these tokens and you want to use them in this area in the web application. So it works exactly in the way that you own value, but you can either use it, or if you want to cash out on it, you can also trade it with other people. By the way, same goes for NFTs. You buy them with the cryptocurrency, you play with them, so you upgrade their value, and then if you want, you can later on trade them to get cryptocurrency again. So there's a very good cycle around it.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that answer. So I hope, Emperador, you're listening. So there you have it with your question. So if you want to check out UNKGD Soccer, I'll be posting the link in the description right now. So there we go. I think it's a pretty cool game. It's coming soon, both on the App Store and Google Play. So be sure to check it out and add it to your watch list. And yeah, I think that's it for this presentation. Thank you so much, folks, for being here today. I enjoyed this presentation and I have learned a lot. Again, thank you so much for being here. And then again, welcome to the Blockchain Game Alliance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye bye. Bye. Thank you.